Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between puCK and Scarlett on Frozen Temple. This is from Dreamhack Open Montreal that wrapped up a couple of weeks ago now, and let's go ahead and get right on into it. In the top left side of the map we have the red Protoss player, it is puCK. And in the bottom right side of the map we have the blue Zerg player, it is Scarlett. Alright, so two fan favorites here on the channel. puCK definitely has his following and Scarlett has hers. So we'll have to see who comes out on top here. It's going to be a very hard fought match, I can tell you that much. I do try to pick the games that are a little bit longer than 2 or 3 minutes, just because they're not super fun to see by themselves. I did that one short games compilation a couple of weeks ago, and that was pretty well received. I'm thinking about doing something similar here coming up soon. So let me know in the comments if you do want to see more short games compilations. Somebody said if it'd be better if they didn't know it was a short games compilation, so maybe try to sneak it into like a longer cast where at the end there's just a couple short games that I do. I don't know. I might try to do something similar, so keep your eyes open for that one. Hatch first here for Scarlett on this third base location. What is more typically a third base location anyway? I believe that might just be to get that creep spread started faster. That's the reason for doing something similar on Dusk Towers anyway. Probe is very confused. puCK says, why is there not a hatch coming down? No, he knows about this one. Okay, so he's trying to see if it's a 3-hatch play. And it might be, actually. Scarlett is sending a drone down. And saving up the minerals. Yep, saving up the minerals, trying to get this hatch down. puCK says no. No, and look at this micro for both. Okay, puCK just took 2 shots in a row. He didn't really need to. So never mind about the micro thing, but Scarlett's doing pretty well with it. No, the block. Oh, the block. puCK is doing a great job blocking this thing. Taking maybe too many hits, but it's hard. Gets the hatch down anyway. Gets the hatch down anyway. Scarlett gets that third base down. Bonding pool is finished. The extractor is pulling gas for the speed for those lings. And everything should be just fine for Scarlett here in just a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, puCK, how do you respond to this 3-hatch play? The answer is getting a cybernetics core is nice. Getting an adept here, also a very good thing. Overlord scouting in from way across the map to check out this natural. Going to see a nexus, going to see a gateway and a cybernetics core. No real surprises there on any of those things. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I mean, Adept here holding the line. There's really nothing to come and try to stop that from happening. Overlord scouting out as well. And let's take a look here. Spawning pool is getting speed. I mean, just really not much going on at this point. It's 27 to 22 workers. puCK's doing a good job with that chrono boost, keeping those workers coming and coming fast and hard. Some lings got inside from Scarlett, though. What? Where did that Adept go? Oh, the Adept is way across the base at Scarlett's base. Or the map at Scarlett's base. Alright, fine. So the lings get a nice scout off. Do they see the gateway? Yeah, but I mean, that's not a huge deal. There's a gateway here. So what? Adept is trying to kill some workers. And Ling Queen combination pretty good here, actually. The Adept taking some shots. Does Sonic transfer herself away to a victory. 22 kills on a loss there. And what do we got? Gateway robotics facility coming up for puCK as well, and yeah, just nothing too out of the ordinary right now for puCK, but this could change. This could change any moment. Creep spread for Scarlett has begun. She's kind of pushing up towards that ramp that goes down the middle of the map, and Overlord's going for that scouting positions. Roach Warren on the way for Scarlett. We've got Queens injecting everywhere, and yeah. Somebody be aggressive. There we go. Some speedlings do show up and try to threaten this front door of puCK, but they get sent away pretty darn quickly. Mothership core has now popped out. Mothership cores are often signs of excitement. They can photon overcharge things and recall things, which is always fun to talk about. Miss Scarlett just going for those roaches. 46 to 38 workers has definitely taken the lead over puCK. Lynx here scouting for maybe some proxy pylons, maybe some sneaky stuff that puCK is trying to do, and there's really nothing to find. puCK is pretty much straightforward, building stuff inside his bases. He's going for a warp prism. Alrighty then, warp prism here on the way. That should be very, very excellent indeed. I love the special tactics. Wish I could find some White Raw replays. Haven't seen many of those recently. Kind of missed that guy. I think I identify with him because I'm also a little bit older for this gaming thing. Alright, so Ling's sneaking up this right side. This is a pretty good map for Ling counterattack type stuff. A lot of avenues of attack here. Scarlett is going to go ahead and try to force a cancel on this third base that's coming up for puCK. Gotta get it in there soon, though, and they do. They get that nice surround. I don't think the Photon Overcharge does come up, but this is a lot of Lings, and there's the cancel. Doesn't even get the cancel. What? Oh, no. Meanwhile, Adepts are here in the third base for Scarlett. There's a Spore Crawler here, but that's not very useful against this number of Adepts, but the Roaches are popping out and chasing away, so Scarlett looking good. Looking pretty good right now. Gonna go to try to take down those Adepts. We've got more Adepts, Sonic transferring all over the place. A Warp Prism coming in. I think that's something that Scarlett saw. Not really moving the Queen in position to get it, unfortunately. There we go. Woo, that range. Look at that range. I didn't realize how much that range was buffed. Oh, tries to warp in the Adepts, cancels the warp in because so many Roaches showed up and because this Queen was stabbing the Warp Prism in the face. Warp Prism decides to back on out. Adepts still killing stuff here at the third base. Getting shot in the face by acid saliva thanks to these Roaches who want them to die. Blorp, blorp, blorp. Queen continuing to stab stuff away at the same time. We've got a couple Adepts here kind of left out in the open near a potential fourth base. For Scarlett, they get wrapped up as well. And Adepts trying to come back in and do things. Actually killing a couple drones, which is nice. And then the pickup. puCK being very good with his harassment at this point. How many workers have been killed? 6 drones have been killed, so that's pretty good. Maybe another Ling attempted run by here by Scarlett, but no, Scarlett is getting a Spire. So pretty early Spire, perhaps just solely to deal with the Warp Prism, which is, again, is hard to do without Corruptors, without Mutas, just because they have some dead space, especially on this map, places they can hide, and just continue to harass you until your face is melted. Dark Shrine coming up for puCK, so Protoss players really liking the DTs against Zerg recently. Don't know exactly what that's all about, but I like it. DTs are fun. DTs are a fun thing to talk about. Plus 1 melee attack coming up from Scarlett usually indicates some ultras on the way later on, but we have been wrong before. We've been wrong about that one. Blink being researched. Mortal coming out for puCK as well. And yeah, just Lings dancing the night away. Lings Roaches trying to knock down some rocks, just creating an additional attack path from the bottom right to the top left. And what are you working on, puCK? Just getting those Immortals, getting that Blink. I mean, it's a strategy that works. Blink Stalker, Immortal Sentry, pretty darn good against what we're seeing here. More Adepts trying to drop into this natural base, but the Lings should make quick work of them as well. Some more Adepts getting killed here at the third. And Adepts in the main even. So puCK with a multi-pronged attack, really taking this worker count down. Doing a great job of it. Losing some Adepts, right? So 12 Adepts lost for 15 drones and 18 Lings. That's probably fair. I think puCK's okay with that. At 61 to 60 Harvesters, Scarlett would have a pretty nice advantage except for the harassment that has been done so far. And here it is. It's going to be Roach and Ravager and a Ling and Muta for Scarlett. I kind of like this composition. I really do. Muta's very good against Immortals because Immortals can't shoot up. Muta's chasing the Adept away. They want to find that Warp Prism is what they want to find. Can they do it? They're flying with their leathery bat wings. Trying to see where that Warp Prism is, but just misestimating the speed of that Warp Prism does manage to escape. More and more Stalkers warping in for puCK army supply. It's about 4,800 for puCK, and only about 4,000, maybe 5,000 for Scarlett right now. So puCK's army is looking big. It's looking beefy. It is looking mean, but Scarlett has a fourth base up and running, has Spine Crawlers and Spore Crawlers in this mineral line. Really worried about continued harassment from puCK and actually doing in all of her bases, which I'm a huge fan of. Do that. Do that stuff, you guys. Especially at the lower levels, static defense can save your life so darn fast. And so many times. So not really continuing with the Muta production. I thought maybe we'd see a bigger flock than this, but there's only 5, which is enough for some good harassment. Good for taking down Warp Prisms if you find them out in the middle of nowhere. Lings, Ravagers trying to do this. It's 173 to 150 total supply. Getting Pneumatized Carapace, getting +1 flyer attack, and Centrifugal Hooks. Do we have Banelings? We must have. I mean, no, but there's a Baneling nest. So that's just fine. Adept wandering her way onto the creep, trying to sneak into this natural base. Spine Crawlers making quick work of her, though. Look at that. About 6 hits there. Meanwhile, Ling's trying to get some stuff done, but there are not enough of them. I like Lings in this situation. Pretty good, except for the Archons, maybe causing them some issues. Archons are mixed in with puCK's composition now. Adepts in the back, not really where they want to be. They want to be tanking stuff, but that's okay. I guess leading with the Immortals is not the worst thing in the world. So we zoom out just a tiny bit. Ravagers, Lings trying to sneak on in. Trying to defend this 4th base, I think is what they're doing. Splitting off a small group of Lings there. A 5th base coming up for Scarlett in the position that is traditional for 5th bases on this map. And puCK working on a 4th. Not taking it to the top of the map, instead of taking the one a little bit to the south. That way. So, Muta's flying into this main base of puCK. There is nothing to defend against this. What is happening? Meanwhile, Lings are trying to kill pylons, trying to kill stuff that's warping in here. Another robotics facility coming up. Some Stalkers trying to defend, but no, they have +1 attack. Photon Overcharge does come up, killing one of the Mutas very quickly, forcing another one to retreat as well. Another Photon Overcharge comes up, but that's 10 dead probes. DT here at the 5th base, getting killed thanks to a just now morphing Overseer. And Scarlett does manage to save that one, so... Mutas are still harassing. They're trying to get this Dark Shrine, and they might just get it. +1 attack for Mutas is pretty good. They attack pretty quickly, and that adds up very, very nicely. So there it is. Dark Shrine explodes. Mutas do manage to get that one. Another Photon Overcharge, very possible. Mothership Core doesn't have enough for a Photon Overcharge. Oh, no. Ah, the Mutas take her down. Bam. Couple more Stalkers morph in. Or warp on in, rather. And the Mutas just continuing to do stuff. Scarlett's Mutas are very effective with only 5. 6? Okay, there are 6. I think there used to be 7. Muta's getting the heck on out of there, using that tissue regeneration. Oh, unless you're dead. Can't tissue regenerate when you're dead, though. That is the thing. So it's a Ravager Ling Baneling thing here. Here it is. Scarlett moving right on in. Great force fields, though. Baneling still getting on top of some stuff. Crashing on top of Immortals. Lings on top of everything else as well here. Is it enough? I don't know. Immortals are falling for sure. There's still a bunch of Stalkers and still 3 Immortals and an Archon, but 30 probes have been killed so far. That's an insane number. 67 to 25 total Harvesters. Scarlett is definitely up, but puCK has a pretty scary army. +1 attack is completed. No upgrades whatsoever for Scarlett. +1 Carapace is on the way, but nothing is done yet. More Mutas coming up for Scarlett. Stalkers and Immortals threatening this 4th base. Ravagers getting right on top of everything. Lings too. Immortals falling very quickly before these Lings. The Archon trying and sitting in the middle of his friends. Getting focused down, and that's it. The GG. GG smiley face out of puCK. puCK is defeated, and Scarlett is victorious. Wow. That was a pretty good one. I really think what it came down to was Scarlett's harassment up here with those Mutas. Ended up killing so many workers. 48 probes died. Was that Muta stuff? It must have been. I didn't really see anything else. Just Mutas bouncing around back and forth, killing things, and puCK not really taking the threat seriously. So, fantastic play by Scarlett. Got those 3 bases up early, got the economy that she wanted. It did end up losing 18 drones, which is a big number, but it didn't kill her in the end. So, can't argue with that. Alright, so that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin, coming at you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.